Get ready to be taken on a tropical journey through the most beautiful destination that I have come across in all my 3 years of travel. This right here is the Philippines. Cresta de Gallo. This is going to be an island that 95% of you have never heard of before. The reason being because, well, it's probably just about the hardest island you can ever try to get to. Why should you go out of your way to find Cresta de Gallo? Well, I think the drone shots will speak for themselves. When you show up on this island, you feel like you're on Castaway. You feel like you are stranded in the middle of nowhere. We were fortunate enough that day to have had the sun on our side, and we got a remarkable sunset. We watched it on this narrow white sand beach. Cresta de Gallo is for those who are willing to go the extra 1,000 miles to see true beauty. Number 9 is one that most of you know very well and have seen on your Instagram as it's currently blowing up, and that is beautiful El Nido. El Nido is one of the most talked about destinations in all of the Philippines, and with that being said, that's why it's not making the top 3 and not even the top 5. Incredible, dramatic limestone mountains just jutting out of emerald blue waters. It really makes no sense how everything that's beautiful is in one place, but that is what El Nido is all about. There's one other thing that you cannot miss if you go to El Nido, and that is the beach called Nacpan, the most beautiful beach in the entire world. Number 8 is the island of Bohol. Bohol is one of the most diverse islands you will see. High-end hotels, hostels, everything is here in Bohol, and that is one of the reasons I love it so much. And in the more southern tip of the island, you have Alona Beach, and this is probably where I would recommend you stay. All sorts of different hotels and accommodations. Pretty good food, pretty good nightlife, and it's a great place to start your day trip if you're going to be doing the Tarsier Chocolate Hill day trip. That can all be done in one day. Now, number 7 is definitely for all you lovers out there. This is the secret hideout of Palawan. Port Barton is in between El Nido and Puerto Princesa, and it's only about a 4-hour drive away from El Nido. It's definitely one of my recommended places for you if you're the kind of person that wants to relax, that wants to have a romantic retreat and do a whole lot of nothing. How I best describe Port Barton is candlelit dinners on the beach and lights out by like 9 p.m. For number 6, I'm actually going to do a 2-part because these two islands are very close by and they would definitely make an incredible trip. But let's start it off by talking a little bit about Tablas, a place that is literally so unknown that I have to say I feel a little bit proud that I even found it. Tablas is a dormant but beautiful island. It's made for you to explore. Bring your friend, get a scooter, and go explore this island because it has so much to offer. Incredible white sand beaches, beautiful sunsets, you will find it all here in the island of Tablas. Just a short 1-hour boat ride away from Tablas is the island of Romblon, and on Romblon is one of the most beautiful beaches I've ever seen. This is Bon Bon Beach. These are the moments that live with you for the rest of your life, and it made coming all the way off the beaten path completely worth it. With that being said, it's actually not that hard to get here. Even though these two islands are definitely off the main tourist path, they are actually super easy to get to. Number 5 is the extremely underrated Dumaguete. And I've actually had the pleasure of going to Dumaguete on 2 separate occasions. And the great thing about Dumaguete is not necessarily Dumaguete itself, but what surrounds it. It has Apo Island, which literally means Sea Turtle Island. It has Siquijor Island, which is a remarkable voodoo witchcraft island that has slowly become more popular by tourism. It's also relatively close to one of my favorite discoveries in the entire country, known as Manjuyud Sandbar, or as I tried to coin it, the Maldives of the Philippines. Number 4 is Bantian Island, one of the islands I love most in the entire world. This is like Boracay before Boracay blew up. Bantian's not exactly the easiest island in the world to get to, but the slight challenges that come with getting there are 100% worth it. A couple of the notable locations on the island are this abandoned building here, right on the water, and in typical Philippines nature, we have got some incredible blue water with the saturation on full boost. It's definitely a very relaxing island, so enjoy a world-class sunset in one of my favorite islands in the entire world. The bronze medal, number 3, is going to Barian. Nothing but beautiful blue water that's formed its way through the rocks. You can do some incredible cliff jumps into the canyon. The water has even eroded away at some of the rock, and it's made for some crazy water slides that go right into the refreshing waters. Now, you'd think this would be the end of the experience, but there is actually a cherry on top, and that is at the very end of the canyon, you arrive at what is the greatest waterfall that I think I've ever seen. This right here is Kawasan Falls, also known as the Gatorade Factory. Weather dependent, when you visit, the bluest of waters will be flowing into this little area at the very end, and this is the result. It's definitely becoming a bit more of a mainstream destination, so try to coordinate and figure out the low times to visit, but even if you have to share it with other people, this is still an unforgettable experience. Number 2 is going to the dreamy island of Coron. Look at these drone clips, look at these lagoons, look at this water. It is very similar to what you saw in El Nido, but the remarkable thing about Coron is that it's not as busy as El Nido. So everything that was great about El Nido is here, but with less tourism. There are 3 main things that you must do in Coron, and the first 2 can be done in one day trip. There's actually a shipwreck and Pass Island day tour, where you start off the day by free diving into a sunken Japanese warship, if you can hold your breath long enough. And secondly, you end off your day here at Pass Island, one of the most beautiful islands that I think I've ever seen. Nothing but beautiful white sand beaches surrounded by cerulean blue waters and a whole lot of nothing to do. And the third thing that everyone will end up doing if they go to Coron is of course the lagoon tour. The lagoons here are out of this world. There's many island tours that are offered, but the one that I took me to these beautiful lagoons. It took me to the incredible Calagiman Lake, and they even showed us a secret lake where we had to swim under one of the rock structures to access. Number 1 goes to the unbelievable island of Siargao. Siargao, also known as Cloud 9, is surfers' paradise. Right off of the ocean, you're getting incredible waves crashing in on the shore. This is actually where I had my first ever real successful surfing day. There is so much that you can do here in Siargao. There's some great hostels, some amazing hotels, and they even have 6-star resorts like Dedan Island Resort. There's the emerald green Sugba Lagoon, the incredible rock pools of Magupunko, one island that's surrounded by other beautiful islands. There's Naked Island, which, by the way, it's probably frowned upon to be naked there. There's Guyam Island, and several others that will all be fit into your island hopping tour, so that's for you to explore and find out. Good nightlife, chilled vibes, all in one place. This is Siargao, and that is the reason it is my number 1 must-see place in the Philippines.